in the morning till late at night, Lord, all that I need you. Tell the devil to get his hands off your stuff. Is that all right? Well, I went to the enemy's camp and I took back what he stole from me. I took back what he stole from me. I took back what he stole from me. I went to the enemy's camp and I took back what he stole from me. He's under my feet. 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 Satan is under my feet. Well, I went to the enemy's camp and I took back what he stole from me. Yeah, I took back what he stole from me. I took back what he stole from me. I went to the enemy's camp and I took back what he stole from me. He's under my feet. 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 Satan is under my feet. Can you believe it? Can you believe what the Lord has done in me? Can you believe what the Lord has done in me? Well, you know He saved me, cleansed me, turned my life around. He set my feet up on the solid ground. Can you believe what the Lord has done in me? Can you believe what the Lord has done in me? Can you believe what the Lord has done in me? Well, you know He saved me, cleansed me, turned my life around. He set my feet up on the solid ground. Can you believe what the Lord has done in me? Well, look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has done. He healed my body. He touched my mind. He saved me just in time. Oh, I'm gonna praise His name. These things just don't say. Come on and praise Him. Look what the Lord has done. Well, look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has done. He healed my body. He touched my mind. And He saved me. Yeah, just in time. Oh, I'm gonna praise His name. He stays just the same. Come on and praise Him. Look what the Lord has done. Well, look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has done. He healed my body. He touched my mind. He saved me just in time. Oh, I'm gonna praise His name. He stays just the same. Come on and praise Him. Look what the Lord has done. Give the Lord a hand clap praise. Hallelujah. How many saved tonight? You know you're on your way to heaven. Lord, we are the one called by Your name. We humble ourselves now as we we pray. Renouncing every sin and wicked way. Lift our voice, seek your face and say, Lord, send the rain, Lord, send the rain. Pour out your spirit. Let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Lord, send the rain. Pour out your spirit. Let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Fall fresh on me. Everybody, you know, Lord, we are the ones called by your name. Are you called by the name of the Lord? We humble ourselves as we pray. Hallelujah. Renouncing every sin and wicked way. Lift our voice, we seek your face and say, Lord, send the rain. We need the rain, Lord. Pour out your spirit. Oh, let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Lord, send the rain. We need the rain, Lord. Pour out your spirit. Let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. How many want some fresh anointing of the Spirit of God? Raise your hands toward heaven and ask the Lord, Lord, send your rain. Fall me. Fall fresh on me, Lord. Holy Spirit, let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Lord, we need you. Lord, send the rain. Lord, please pour out your spirit. We need your spirit, Lord. Let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Oh, fall fresh on me. Yes, Lord, send the rain. Pour out your spirit. Oh, let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. Fall fresh on me. Everybody across the house, raise your hands. Fall on the floor. Lord, send the rain. Lord, send the rain. We need the rain of the Spirit. Pour out your spirit, Lord. Let the fire fall. Heal us one and all. Fall fresh on me. One more time. Lord, send the rain. song for me.
She told me I'd end up in jail one day. I didn't realize she was promised. But she thought for a lot of other reasons. And I'm glad God saved me.
Yes, amen.
Because her prophecy would have come true in the wrong way. If God hadn't saved me, that's where I was heading, that's the way I was going. I was doing all the wrong things, with all the wrong people, in all the wrong places. And so I was definitely on a nowhere road to nowhere, and thankfully God saved me. I tell people, God got a hold of me when I was 18 because he knew there wasn't much more after that for me if I didn't get a hold of it young enough. I was raised in church, taught all the right things, and mom and dad loved Jesus and told me about Jesus, thank God, and prayed for me through my stupid years, and I thank God for it. And, I've been in jail for 23 years now. When my daughters were little, somebody called the house. They said, "Is Daddy there?" They said, "No, he's in jail." And, some people didn't know. I kind of took that strange, but telemarketers didn't call back very much. But I thank God for the ministry and giving me. I started out in Bristol, Virginia City Jail, 95, 24 years old, and had 85 inmates, and then 5 years into it, became a chaplain in Sullivan County Jail, had 425, and did both jails there for several years. And then about 2005 came to the Abilene Regional Jail and started the jail ministry there for Good News Jail and Prison Ministries, my mission board. And I've been up here ever since, moved up here. And about a year and a half ago, we got a call from the Tabernacle Regional Jail and said, we don't have anybody coming in over here, and could you help us? And so I go once a week to drive over to Tabernacle and minister in the Tabernacle Regional Jail. Between Tabernacle and Avenue, we've got about 1,000 inmates, 850 up here, about 175 over there in Tabernacle. And we're just grateful to God for the ministry. And I normally, when I come to a church I haven't shared with before, I've got a message I usually preach, and it relates to jail ministry. But as I was worshiping And down here, the Lord spoke to my heart, said I need to preach another sermon.
Amen. That's all right.
I'm going to go with what God says. Amen. I want God to give you what you need tonight and bless you tonight. And so if you got your Bible, I want to turn to Daniel chapter 3. Daniel chapter 3. I'm a missionary chaplain. I raise all my support through the local community. And I tell people for 23 years I've been depending on God and God's people to feed my family and pay my bills, and God has been faithful to do so. And being a missionary at home is a little different, because you think of a missionary going out to Africa or Asia or somewhere, but I'm right here at the house, and so I appreciate the people of God and the support that I've received in the community, and that's how I do what I do. That's my full-time ministry at part-time funeral home, but God's blessed me with 3 beautiful kids. I got a son in the Marine Corps, got a baby on the way anytime, 2 teenage daughters, Marie and Eliza, and just grateful to God for His blessing. He brought me through the storms of life. Amen. So, back many years ago, there was a man named Spencer, Horatio Spencer, and Horatio was a successful attorney and successful businessman, had several businesses in Chicago, and he was doing well. Had 4 beautiful daughters and a son. And his son got sick, and back in those days it was, if a child got fever, it could turn into death, and the little boy passed away and died. And he was grieving the loss of that son. And then the Chicago fire happened, the Great Chicago Fire, which destroyed most of Chicago, and a lot of Horatio's businesses and a lot of the money he had invested, he took a really big hit and hurt him in his business dealings, and so he's just really going through it. So he told his wife, he said, honey, why don't we take a vacation and get out of here for a while and just go and let the Lord refresh us. And so they were going to travel to England for, about a month. And so he's getting ready to go, and a business deal came up, and he had a good opportunity to in this deal. So he told his wife, said, you and the girls go on, and I'll meet you. I'll come next week, and I'll just be a few days behind, because, they had to travel by ship. So on the way there, the ship that the wife and the daughters were traveling on was struck by another ship, and the ship went down. And Horatio heard about it on, through the news at that day and time, but he didn't have no idea what happened to his family. He received a telegram from his wife, and the telegram read simply, "Saved alone." Horatio got on the first ship and headed to England to visit his wife. When he got to the part that they normally travel, the route they travel, the captain called Horatio up and said, "We believe this is where your daughters perished." And as he stood on the deck of that ship, he looked up to heaven and went back to his quarters. And he wrote a song, or poem. And you know it, and I know it. It's one of the most famous songs there is. It is well with my soul. Horatio wrote that at that moment in his life. I want to talk to you a few minutes tonight about how can we have it is well with my soul kind of faith. In Daniel chapter 3, and I'm not going to take time to read it. I'm going to basically share the story with you. But in Daniel chapter 3, you know it quite well. You've heard the story before. 3 Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were captive in Babylon, living under the captivity of Nebuchadnezzar. Amen. But they were given positions in the government because of their intelligence and their work ethic. And Nebuchadnezzar, prideful as he was, got in his head to build a statue.
Bless you, Lord.
And he called all of his princes and counselors and all that worked for him together.
Amen.
And he gathered them up in this big, long plain where this statue was standing. And he said, when you hear the trumpet sound and the paisleys and the harps and the drums and all the musical instruments, everybody's to bow down and worship the statue.
Bless you, Lord. Amen.
Well, now Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were Hebrews.
Amen.
And they stayed faithful to their God, even living in captivity.
Amen.
And they obeyed the Ten Commandments.
Bless you, Lord.
And we know the Ten Commandments is, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not worship any graven image.
Yes, amen.
And so these boys are put in a dilemma.
Bless you, Lord.
Do they serve their God, or do they face the judgment of King Nebuchadnezzar?
Yes. Amen.
And so here they are in this plain, all these other people lined up. And the plain is flat, so everybody's standing basically the same. And when everybody bows down and falls, those three boys are going to be standing there by themselves, and they're going to stick out like the sword of Thompson.
Amen. Bless you, Lord.
But this is where they're at, the Bible says. And when those trumpets sound and when those instruments rang out, everybody fell down except for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Amen.
And Nebuchadnezzar, he's up here viewing this from a different standpoint. And I don't think he noticed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But there was enough people that were against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego that they made sure to run up and point them out.
Yes,
To
amen.
King Nebuchadnezzar.
Amen.
I want you to look out there at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Amen.
You ever been to a ball game, like a big football game or baseball game, and somebody starts to wave? You ever been there? And then people will start jumping up, and it takes a while, but once you get enough crowd going, and then all of a sudden everybody will jump up, throw their hands in the air, and it just goes all the way around. You always got that one or two that just don't want to participate. But you know, they're sitting there, they're sticking out when everybody else is joining in.
Yes, amen.
They're the ones that look straight.
Amen. Bless you,
Well,
Lord.
Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, everybody's laying down on their face. Here they are, just standing there.
Amen.
Easily seen by King Nebuchadnezzar.
Yes.
So he calls them up, and he says to them, "Thank you, bow before my God, my statue." And he says, "Well, King, we're careful about answering you in this matter. We understand who you are. You're King Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar is the most powerful man in all of the world. There's nobody more powerful than Nebuchadnezzar.
Amen.
And there's nobody in the lives of these boys, as far as a man, that can do what Nebuchadnezzar can do.
Amen.
And they know who he is. And they say, look, we're careful in how we answer you this. But you know, we serve
Amen.
the God of Israel.
Amen.
And we can't bow before this image.
Amen.
It goes against God.
Yes.
Nebuchadnezzar flew into a rage. Says, who is this God that you serve? Don't you know what I can do to you? Don't you know I can throw you into the burning fiery furnace
Bless you, Lord.
and obliterate you from the face of the earth? There will be nothing but ashes left of you. Who is this God
Bless you, Lord.
who's able to deliver you out of my hand? And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, oh, our God is able
Yes, amen.
to deliver us out of your hand, okay?
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
If you want to enter as well with my soul kind of faith, you got to believe
Yes, bless you, Lord.
that God is able.
Yes, amen. Bless you, Lord. Amen. Bless you, Lord.
You either live your life with a God can kind of faith or a can God kind of faith.
Amen. Bless you, Lord.
And if you got a can God kind of faith, the reason you ain't seeing anything happening in your life, the reason you ain't getting God's blessing, is because you don't believe God can.
Amen. Bless you, Lord. Amen.
We got to believe God can.
Yes. Amen.
And these boys standing before the most powerful man, they said, we know
Yes. Amen.
that our God can.
Thank you, Lord.
Deliver us out of your hand, O King.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
We believe that our God is able.
Amen.
If we believe that our God is able, we will see the power of God fall in our lives.
Amen. Amen.
You know, we don't really remember the people who had a can God kind of faith, but we sure do remember the people who had a God can kind of faith. Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
The people who believe God is able.
Amen.
That's the people we remember.
Amen.
But not only that, they stood when others bowed. If you want to eat as well as my soul kind of faith, you got to be the one who's willing to stand when everybody else is bowed.
Yes. Amen. Amen. Bless you, Lord.
And don't you think that they had some friends around and said, come on, Shadrach, Meshach, man, all you got to do is bow down. He's going to do it for maybe a few minutes and it's over with and it's done. God will forgive you for that.
Yes. Bless you, Lord. Amen.
I mean, your life is on the line.
Bless you,
And I'm sure them boys might cross their mind. Well, I mean, it's just for a few minutes. I don't believe in this, in any of this. I don't worship this statue. I'll pray to God while I'm there.
Amen.
No, they stood when everybody else was willing to bow.
Amen. Amen.
If you want to hit as well, my soul kind of faith, you got to be the one who stands
Amen.
when everybody else bows.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
And the people that change the world are the people who stand when everybody else is bowing.
Yes. Amen. Bless you, Lord.
That's the people who change the world.
Amen.
The churches that change the world are the churches that stand when everybody else is bowing.
Yes. Amen. Bless you, Lord. Amen.
Not only that, we got to this part. Well, they said we know our God is able. But they said this after they said that. Even if he don't.
Yes. Amen.
Even if he doesn't deliver us out of your hand, okay? Even if you throw us in a burning fiery furnace, even though we know our God is able.
Yes. Amen.
But if he don't, we're still not going to bow.
Yes. Amen. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Praise the Lord.
We're still not going to bow.
Amen.
So there's a great song on the radio right now called Even If by Mercy Me. Many of you probably heard it.
Bless you, Lord.
And that song came to me in one of my darkest days of my life.
Bless you, Lord.
It's amazing. You turn the radio on and God will speak to you through a song.
Yes. Amen.
I needed that song that day more than I could ever imagine in my mind.
Amen.
The sad part about it was I could only listen to it once because on the radio. Now you can hear it about 20 times a day on the radio, but that song inspired this sermon in a lot of ways. Because we have got to be willing to keep our faith and to stay the course and to trust God, even if He don't
Yes. Amen.
do what we ask.
Amen.
Even if He doesn't deliver the cancer, even if He doesn't help us with that situation, we got to trust Him.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
I have inmates that get saved, give their life to Jesus, want to walk with God, and they got to go to court. They say, "Pray for me, Daddy. Pray that I get out. Pray, pray this, and I don't get as much time. Pray for me." And I say, "I will." But are you going to trust God even if you don't
Yes. Amen.
get your prayer answered the way you want it?
Amen.
God always answers our prayer, but sometimes He answers it the way we don't want it answered.
Yes. Amen.
But He answers.
Amen.
These boys said, even if He don't. You see, things may not work out the way you want them to in life. Young people, things may not work out the way you want them to in life.
Amen.
the little boy and girl you're in love with in high school, that probably won't work out the way you want it to. I know one couple from high school still together. One. But here's the thing. Things don't always work out the way you want it to work out.
Amen.
But you got to be willing to say, even if you don't, God, I'm going to serve you anyway.
Yes, amen. 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 Thank you, Lord.
And here's what I've learned, especially when it comes to relationships. You can pray for people to do the right thing. You can pray for people to change. You can pray for people to get saved. You can pray for people. But you need to understand
Bless you, Lord.
that when you're praying for people,
Bless you, Lord.
that they've got the same free will you got.
Yes, amen.
And that has been established from the beginning in the garden. Everybody's got free will. And the one thing that God will not infringe upon is your free will. He won't force you into heaven. He won't force you into loving Him. He won't force you into anything. He will let you choose
Bless you, Lord.
for yourself.
Amen. Amen.
So sometimes we may pray, and they may not change. But even if they don't, we have to keep praying.
Yes, amen.
Amen. And He'll keep sending conviction. He'll keep sending His Spirit. He'll keep reaching out as long as you're praying.
Yes, amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Not only they believe that God came, or God was able, and not only was they willing to stand when everybody was about, not only was they willing to keep the faith even if God didn't deliver them, but they trusted Him that God cared about them.
Amen.
He said, they believed God cared about them.
Yes, but amen.
You know, one of the reasons that people don't follow the Lord, and sometimes church folks get out of fellowship with God, because the devil lies to them and says, God don't care about you.
Amen.
Because He didn't answer that prayer the way you want to. Because He didn't work out this way.
Bless you, Lord.
And they think God don't care about it.
Bless you, Lord.
Well, folks, if God coming flesh and dwelling with us for 33 and a half years and dying on the cross don't show you how much He cares about you, there's nothing going to prove to you that God cares about you.
Yes, amen. Bless you, Lord.
And He said that we can go to 1 Peter 5:7 and cast all our cares upon Him because He cares for us.
Yes, amen.
Let me tell you something. God cares about your kids. He cares about your loved ones who are sick. He cares about your struggle and work. He cares about your finances. He cares about you.
Yes.
And He cares about every aspect of your life. I have people say, Danny, I feel bad about accidents, but you pray for my dog. And then I feel bad about accidents. I'm like, don't feel bad about that at all. I'll pray for your dog.
Amen.
You care about your dog, God cares about that dog too. Amen.
Amen.
I'm telling you, He cares about every aspect of your life. He cares about your hurt and your pain and your sorrow and your sadness and your struggle.
Yes, amen.
And He cares about you, Lord.
Yes, He does.
The Bible says that old Nebuchadnezzar ordered the guards to heat that furnace up 7 times harder than it was, and he ordered them guards to pick them boys up and bind them with ropes and throw them in the fire.
Bless you, Lord. Amen.
And that's exactly what they did. They bound them up with ropes, and they picked them up, and they carried them over, the strongest, toughest guys that he had, and they threw them in the fire. The fire was so hot that the men who threw them in the fire fell dead from the heat.
Amen. Amen.
Was it day about 2,500 degrees to cremate a body? To literally turn a body into ash. That furnace was hot enough to where the men that just got close to it died.
Yes, amen.
It was hot. It was burning in there. I love this part of the story. Hallelujah, don't you?
Yes, amen.
The Bible says they got in there, and the only thing that burnt was the ropes
Yes, amen.
that had them bound.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Praise the Lord.
They just walking around, bro. They probably walk around and one of them probably said, man, it's kind of cold in there. I wish I brought them down.
Bless you, Lord.
There's that high five and
Amen.
I ain't never seen, look at that. the different colors of the flame. That's cool, man.
Bless you, Lord.
They didn't feel a thing.
Yes, amen.
The Bible said it didn't even have a hair singe.
Amen.
The Bible said it didn't even smell like smoke.
Amen.
But they was in the fire.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
And old Nebuchadnezzar looks down into that fire. He says, hey, come in. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, 3. Right? 3.
Amen.
Yeah, we took 3 in there. Well, there's 4. And the 4th looks like the Son of God. How do you know what Jesus looked like? Amen? Well, Jesus was in the fire.
Yes, amen.
We Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Amen.
I'll give you a big Bible college where it's called Christophany. When Jesus came down the Old Testament and walked with his people or did something with his people in the Old Testament, that's Christophany. Jesus was in the fire of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He's the reason that they didn't burn up. Hallelujah.
Amen. Yes, amen.
Let me tell you something. They came out of that fire. Old Nebuchadnezzar, he was humbled.
Amen.
And he proclaimed the God of Israel above all gods. Amen.
Amen.
If you want to eat as well with my soul kind of faith, you must have hope
Amen.
in what happens next.
Amen. Amen.
You must have hope in what happens next. Listen, Satan's going to win some victories in your life.
Amen.
He just is. Because you remember, he's going to get up, he's going to get over on us. He's going to knock us down. He's going to kick us in the teeth. He's going to take something we love away.
Bless the Lord.
Satan might win some victory, but he won't win the war. Hallelujah.
Yes, amen.
We win the war. We have victory through Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Amen.
amen. Come on. Amen.
He might beat me up while I'm here. He may mess with me now. He may get his punches in now, but praise God, the Bible says someday I'll walk across him on my way into heaven. And I'll wipe my feet on him.
Amen. Amen.
We need to have hope in what is next. In Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9, it says, eye have not seen, ear has not heard, nor has it entered into the heart of man what God has prepared for those that love him.
Amen.
Church, we always have hope. The world out there, they ain't got no hope.
Amen.
The politicians, they ain't got no hope. The dictators out there in these foreign countries, they ain't got no hope.
Amen. Bless you, Lord. Amen.
We got hope. No matter how dark it gets, no matter how hot the fire is burning, no matter how strong your opponent is, we have hope.
Amen.
When that family's broken apart, when divorce comes, when that job is lost, when that loved one is passed on, when the doctor gives you a bad diagnosis, we still have hope.
Amen. Amen. Bless you, Lord. Amen.
And when we do, we can say, it is well. It is well with my soul.